Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaylee and I am so glad that you are here with me today. It is a beautiful day outside here. The sky is bright blue. I am so excited for today. Right now I'm trying to just focus on some of the positive things in life, and I am so happy to be able to share some of the things that we are doing to stay positive and healthy and clean during this time. Today we are going to be doing a whole tidy up, cleaning up any little messes, any random piles of things that have accumulated, cleaning up some of this dog hair. The boys are starting to shed their winter coats. The dog hair has been out of control recently. I ran the dishwasher this morning, so a lot of just kind of little things that I just need to catch up on. And then I'm also going to try to tackle another big project today. So today I'm going to be completely cleaning out and reorganizing the pantry and the fridge and the freezer. So I'm going to take everything out, clean it, and then reorganize it and put everything back in. So without further ado, either grab a snack and have a seat, or grab your rag and get your booty up and come clean with me. Thank you so much for joining me for this video today. I am so glad that you are here. I am so thankful that you are watching this. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. I am really trying to put out at least 2 videos a week here. I know that I've said this before, but I am a little bit newer to this whole YouTube game, but I am so excited to be here. You know, during this time with everything that we have going on right now, this is just really allowing me to focus on something positive and focus on something that makes me happy, and being able to share that with other people. I love being able to share the knowledge that I have, and being a homemaker is something that I love. Even when I was a little girl, it was something that I loved to be able to watch my mom do, whether it was helping her clean or cook or, you know, set up for parties. And so I am just so thankful that I have this platform and that I am able to share some of those things and those tips and tricks that I have learned over the years with you. So something that I have been doing a lot recently since we have been on this lockdown, so to say, is making homemade breads. So right here I am just cleaning out the bread machine. I had made some bread the day before. I actually made a focaccia bread. So I will make the actual dough in the bread machine and then just pull it out, let it rest, let it rise, and then throw it in the oven to bake. It is just a really nice treat, and it just tastes so much better when it is made fresh. So the focaccia bread that I made the other day was a new recipe, so I used kind of the base of the focaccia that I use for pretty much any type that I make, and then I'll just add different seasonings to make it taste a little bit different. So this one was actually really fun. I used the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's and made pretty much like everything focaccia bread, if you will. It was phenomenal. Now, when I was making it, for some reason, I don't know if a little piece of dough or something kind of fell out of the bread machine and it just made a huge mess. So I was just cleaning this out. So when you clean a bread machine, you can't use any sort of harsh soaps or anything like that. So I was literally just using a wet rag. So next I am just going to go ahead and start to wipe down all of the counters. So that I showed you just there is actually some romaine lettuce. So there are actually quite a few vegetables that you can regrow from what you're actually eating. So if you buy kind of heads of romaine lettuce, when you cut them, leave about an inch from the actual kind of like base, so to say, of the lettuce. And then if you just go ahead and put that in water, it will start to regrow. Then eventually you'll have to put it into some pots, in some dirt. But it's just such a fun little thing that I have been doing recently, just to kind of, grow some of my own things and utilize some of the resources that we have right in front of us. Like I mentioned, I am really just trying to focus on staying positive, doing things that I love, and just trying to occupy my time in different ways. So things in the kitchen are things that I particularly love. So whether that's, like I mentioned, making homemade breads or trying new recipes or, playing with different ingredients and things like that. So if you guys have any fun recipes that you think that I should try, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I would love to try some of your recipes, and if there's anything that you guys want to see from me or any recipes that I talk about that you guys want, definitely let me know and I would love to share that with you. Okay, so here we go. I've got my little helper Winnie here with me, and we are going to tackle this refrigerator and freezer. So first and foremost, I'm going to take everything out, and I am checking the expiration dates on everything. You know, sometimes things just get pushed to the back or stuck behind something else, and it unfortunately expires. So I'm making sure that I am checking all of the expiration dates on everything, pitching anything that is expired or anything that I know we won't use anymore, and just kind of organizing everything, honestly, kind of by the ingredients or what it's used for. So if you'll see, I've kind of put like all of the Asian type foods, so whether it's, you know, coconut aminos or soy sauce together, and then, you know, putting almond milks and different types of vinegars and ketchup and mustard and things like that. So really just organizing everything by what it actually is. That's kind of just how my brain thinks when I'm cooking or looking for different ingredients. If you saw there was literally a jar of empty pickles, so it was just pickle juice in it. Now granted, my husband loves pickles, and sometimes he'll just straight up drink the pickle juice. Honestly, before we started dating and then got married, I did not love pickles, but he had them grow on me, and now it's something that I like too. It's such a funny thing. But I love to do actually homemade pickles or pickled onions, things like that. So, you know, sometimes there are things in life that you never think that you'll like or that you never think that you'll do, but you end up loving them. So don't be afraid to try new foods or try new things in life, because it might actually surprise you. Next, I am just going to go ahead and wipe everything down. So wipe down all of the shelves that are in the fridge. And I am using, of course, one of my favorite trusted method cleaners. My top two favorite brands in terms of cleaners are Method and Mrs. Meyer's. These are both brands that I have used for years now. I remember when Mrs. Meyer first came out and it was so hard to find. I would literally go to random places like Kohl's or things like that to try to find it, but it is everywhere now. Now these are just two brands that I love because they do have very quality ingredients in them and less harsh chemicals. So that's just something that I prefer and I really try to use in my home. I try not to have as many chemicals, and I am really trying to reduce them. Every single time I buy new things, I'm always just trying to buy safe, healthy ingredients for my family.
You just have your ways to get me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right when I'm around you. We could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You get me high. You're my drug when I am feeling you. 'Cause you're the one. Yeah, the one. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah, the one. You touch me in a way that makes me shiver. Sometimes I can't believe that you are mine. Love's a gonna baby, you're my trigger. You kiss me in a way that gets me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right just being around you. We could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You get me high, you're my drug when I am feeling blue. Yeah, it's all you.
During this time, I am utilizing a couple different delivery services to deliver groceries to us. So I am specifically using Whole Foods from Amazon to deliver groceries. Now, the delivery times available in my area are very seldom, so I am obsessively checking my Amazon app and just constantly refreshing that page to see if any deliveries are available. And on the app, it does say that they're sprinkled out throughout the day, so they'll kind of throw out some different availability times throughout the day. So that is how I am able to get some groceries delivered from Whole Foods and Amazon. And then the second delivery service that we are using is called Instacart. So this one, you can pick your grocery store. In my area, there are tons of different places listed, like Kroger, Meijer, Target, CVS, Aldi's, and many more other stores as well. So you'll basically just pick your grocery store, pick out the groceries that you want, and then select a time. So that one too, the delivery times are far and few between. So when I am able to place an order, I'm trying to stock up on all of the things that I know that we need and that we can either freeze or that will hold well. I am also ordering fresh fruits and vegetables. We eat a lot of veggies in this house, so it is important to me to have those in our diet. So I try to order them whenever I can. But I would also just like to say thank you. If you are someone that is out there delivering food to people, thank you so much for sacrificing your time, your health. I know that this is your job, and I am so thankful for you. So as you saw, I cleaned everything out, and now I'm just putting all of these groceries back in and just organizing them in a way that makes sense. So again, continuing to keep like items or similar ingredients next to each other. So on that top row on the side, I have all of our barbecue sauces, I have mustards, ketchups, things like that. Then below, I have different Asian sauces, coconut aminos, different sort of like Mexican or taco seasonings all throughout there. Then on the different shelves, you will see that I have like Greek yogurt, things that we have in Tupperware, egg whites. So trying to keep all similar things together and just making sure that everything is lined up neatly and just well organized. I personally like that aesthetic. I like when things look nice and clean, so that is the way that I typically try to organize things. I also feel like if you keep similar ingredients next to one another, it will help you be a little bit more creative in the kitchen, realize what ingredients you do and don't have, and help you from eliminating waste or eliminating things from going expired. Like you saw, a couple of the things went bad that I was originally taking out. So now we've got everything organized in a way that makes sense, and we're gonna move on to the freezer. As you will see, my freezer is not too messy. We use it, but we don't use it as much as I guess we could. Now that we are having to keep a little bit more food in the house, or as much as we can keep in the house, I am utilizing it a little bit more, but we just really use it for, you know, the essentials like ice cream and frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, things like that. So I am starting to put a lot more meat in the freezer so that we can freeze that and then pull it out and just dethaw it so then it's ready to go. But my freezer's not too terribly messy, so for me it's just cleaning it out, reorganizing it again in a way that makes sense for me. Everybody's brain thinks differently, and so sometimes you just have to organize in a way that makes sense for you and your family. I personally am very ingredient driven, and I, when I'm cooking and things like that, think more so in terms of the ingredients or what pairs well with one another. So that's kind of how I tend to organize things, but make sure that you do what makes the most sense for you and your family. Things that are easily accessible. If there's things that you gravitate towards more than other things, maybe those things go towards the front. Or if you want something that is easily accessible for kiddos to grab, put that a little bit lower so that they can grab some of those things. So here we are, nice and clean, nice and organized, both my freezer and my refrigerator. So next I am just vacuuming up the kitchen. Again, just vacuuming up that dog hair from my little boys and any little pieces that I kind of knocked out when I was cleaning out the fridge. So next we're gonna tackle this pantry. I took a little break, ate some dinner, and spent some time with my hubby, and now it is closer to evening and I am going to tackle this pantry. I'm not gonna lie, since we have been in this quarantine lockdown, I have literally just been stuffing things in this pantry. It is so disorganized. There are random boxes and baskets, and that's literally a box of thank you cards right there, different diffusers. I have all sorts of crazy things in here. So again, like I tackled the fridge and the freezer, I'm going to take everything out, wipe everything down, and then reorganize it in a way that makes sense for us. Okay, so just like I did in the refrigerator, I'm just taking everything out and kind of pre-organizing it in a way that is making sense for me. So I put a lot of the baking things together. I put a lot of like the pastas and pasta sauces together. I then am also making sure that I'm checking expiration dates on everything. So any sort of medicine or things like that, making sure that I'm really checking expirations on those. And then I put all of those in that little basket that I found in there and just set those aside. So just making sure I get everything out of here. And then I'm going to go in and wipe everything down just to make sure that everything is nice and clean, make sure that there are no crumbs in there or anything like that, and then we will reorganize and put it all back in.
To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to.
Okay, so now I am starting to put everything back in. So again, for me, it's just putting like things together. So you'll notice that here I'm kind of putting all of our protein powders or supplements with one another. I put a lot of the oils together with one another, putting any sort of like grains, pastas, things like that all on one shelf. So this is what works best for me. Again, just putting like items together. Now, I also did not buy any fancy buckets or tins or organizational tools for this. I was simply just organizing my pantry. Eventually, I would love to be able to have some bins and things like that to organize things a little bit better, but for right now, this is good enough for me. It's enough to just help keep us a little more organized, a little more sane, and just help things feel and look cleaner. Okay, so here you will start to see me kind of organize and reorganize things. So I might try something out, see if I like it there. If not, I will reorganize it. So again, it just makes a little bit more sense for me. So as I'm starting to film more videos and, take on some different projects in my house, is there anything in particular that you guys want to see? We are also just trying to redecorate a little bit. I know I've mentioned this before, but last summer we actually got rid of tons of our furniture and started to get all new stuff. I feel like we're still not quite done yet. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, just some of that process and things that we are shopping for or things that I kind of have my eye on that I'm watching, definitely let me know in the comments below and I can share some of that stuff in my videos as well. It is a little more challenging right now since we're not able to go to stores. I am a huge Home Goods and TJ Maxx shopper, but I've actually found some really good things online that I'm currently keeping my eye on. I know that a lot of things and a lot of companies right now are having different sales, so since the vast majority of people are only shopping online. So if that's something that you guys want to see, definitely let me know and I can throw some more home decor stuff into my videos.
Advertising, you are not meant for me, still not surprising. Need no apologies, cause I just don't really care what you think, what you think, what you think. Shame on me thinking it was just a phase. Got me like ooh, got me like ooh. Ain't it fun recognizing your mistakes? Got me like ooh, feeling so ooh. Now I brought my worst behavior, throwing a party in my head. Yeah, prayers from all my saviors. Just let it rain all over me, over me, over me, over me, over me.
Now I also had these little white boxes actually in the bathroom and we just don't use as many of them as we used to in the bathroom. I used to keep all of my makeup and things like that in the bathroom, but I have since moved all that stuff out and keep it in our office now. So it's kind of like our office slash my walk-in closet, so to say. So I went ahead and pulled these out of the bathroom just to organize some extra like medicine, cough drops, things like that, things that we don't necessarily use on a daily basis, but that are nice to have in case you do get sick or in case something happens, like Band-Aids, Benadryl, things like that. So I just went ahead and put those on a shelf a little bit lower down and just had them organized in those little white bins.
Pulls the trigger and I'm just blown away downright. My mind's indifferent to know what's wrong or right. Her bite is bittersweet cause I'm stuck between her lines. She silenced me with words that...
So one of the last last things that I am organizing here that is in the pantry is our little doggy basket. So it has all of their old leashes, and I found Wiley's very first little collar. It was so tiny when we brought him home. He was only 9 pounds. He was one of the runts of the litter, but now he is full grown and literally a regular size golden retriever. He's like 85 pounds, so he is a big boy. But just kind of going through some of their old stuff just brought back so many memories of when they were little puppies. And it's just so cute to see those tiny little collars. His little red one just made me so happy.
Calm down and get your reel applied. The scale is running wild, it's heavy on my side. I'm throwing things at you, but nothing seems to stick. I'm swimming round your aisle, think I'm losing my grip. Oh, I'm trying to hold on. Oh, gotta keep on keeping on. I'm weighing us down. Just a little bit of you and I go by to make things right. I know you see me through, baby. I just want you badly now. Everything I feel is shown. There's nowhere I can hide. I can see myself falling, crashing down. I'm not in love with all the love that we've got. I'm 99.5. Tell me that you're gonna be there all the way. Even out the odds, it's not rational, baby. In the wrinkles of your.
So last but not least, I'm just putting some finishing touches on here, putting away some of those things that were really high up, like this beautiful wine decanter that we actually got as a wedding present. So just making sure that, again, everything makes sense and is organized properly. So if you guys have anything that you want to see or any projects that you are working on that you would love for me to kind of show here as well, definitely let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Like I said earlier, my goal is really to try to put about 2 videos out per week. So make sure that you stay tuned, hit that notification bell so that you know when I've got some new videos coming out. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you get some cleaning done and stay positive.